Hey, hey, welcome back. It is as always good to see you today. I forgot to open my soda. It is Saturday, and I imagine a lot of people are busy doing stuff because, hey, people have lives. I don't, but I'm sure other people do. Uh, Hello, my lovely wife, Sai. Hello, Lizzie. Hello, Mistress of the Dark. Lizzie thinks you should get a T-Rex costume for Hecticon. I have one. I have an inflatable T-Rex. I do. Um, they're fun. Um, yes. It was a gift for my ex-girlfriend. She sent it for I don't remember why she sent it to me, but it got delivered to my work, and of course I had to put it on at work and run around the office in the inflatable T-Rex costume. Um, yeah, it was fun. Uh, we could twin we could be name twins and T-Rex twins. Yeah, yeah. I have my T-Rex inflatable T-Rex costume. Hmm. But yes, I hope you're all having a good day. I went to the comic book store and I've worked. I'm done working for the day and I've decided I'm not going to work tomorrow because D&D is canceled on Monday, so I can work a little bit Monday night. So I'm not going to work tomorrow. But hey, Lizzie R, good to see you. So, yeah, I think I decided I want pizza for dinner. So I'm gonna go to the store and get probably either a cauliflower crust or some lavash bread. Cause I went to the store. Oh, my nose itches. I went to the store yesterday to get K cups. Got everything that I needed but K cups. So I need to go back and get K cups. And I decided that I want pizza for dinner. So, um, I'm gonna get a crust to either some lavash bread or cauliflower crust. But anyway, my dinner plans are of probably no interest to anybody. Hey Mars, good to see you. Those little tiny coffee like syrups are so freaking adorable. That reminds me, I need to add some syrup to my shopping list. I was trying to make a shopping list so I don't forget my freaking K cups again. So, but let me know in the chat what y'all's favorite pizza toppings are. And if you say pineapple, you're gonna go into timeout. Hey Fiona's mom, good to see ya. Hope you're feeling well today. Pizza does sound good, and I would order a pizza, but I'm gonna make pizza at home. I just need to get some crust. So that's gonna be the plan. I could make my own crust. I have the ingredients to, but I just don't want to. Uh, uh, yes, Lizzie, go get the inflatable T-Rex costume from your cousin. You absolutely need to do that. Cheese. Size a pineapple just to be naughty. Feta cheese and mushrooms. That sounds good. I do like mushrooms on pizza. Lizzie, I was gonna say pineapple, but you say bacon instead. Just cheese for you, Fiona's mom. Mateo zero calorie coffee syrup. I don't think I've seen that one. Spinach is okay on pizza. It's a little weird, but um, I was just gonna look. Oh, I was gonna find I was gonna find a picture of me in the T-Rex costume. Do 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 do. Because one of my Facebook profile pictures is me in the T-Rex costume. I just need to find it. Albums, profile pictures. There we go. Yes, this was when I was. Oh, You know what helps? If I'm actually sharing my screen. This was taken in the office when I was running around the office at work. Um, Let me get to the right screen. You are basic, Lizzie. No. Are you a pumpkin spice girly? You have your first dietitian appointment on Tuesday. That is so awesome. I have my appointment with my dietitian on Tuesdays as well. Veggie pepperoni. I am I am a pepperoni fan. And I do like I have turkey pepperoni in the fridge and cheese. I'm gonna get some black olives, I think. So this is me in my T-Rex costume when I was in the office. Uh, but veggie, I don't think I've ever had veggie pepperoni mushrooms too. Have y'all seen some LA pizza? This like gluten-free, dairy-free, cruelty-free, guilt-free, happiness-free pizza. Almond cheese, quinoa crust, microgreens, oat milk reduction. uh, I agree that's happiness-free. And it's hard to get cheese that's not like made from milk to melt. Although I've heard that Daya is pretty close. No pumpkin spice for you, Lizzie? Yeah, me either. Oh, but Lizzie R, of course. Lizzie R loves pumpkin spice. Yes, we can all run around in our little T-Rex costumes. I've seen the cherry chai. Is it good? I've thought about trying it. I won't have the calories for it today, but maybe later in the week I'll do a treat. You eat the California pizza with all the happiness. Send you some New York pizza. New York pizza's good. I do prefer a thin crust. I am not a deep dish fan. I'm not a fan of Chicago style. I do like St. Louis style pizza with the Provel cheese. It's quite tasty. Ugh, you all loving you pumpkin spice loving people. Can't do it. I don't even like pumpkin pie. So un-American of me. But I do like sweet potato pie. I'll have to try this cherry chai later in the week. You spray a little water on them before cooking, or cover with foil to keep direct heat from. Huh, huh. I don't, I, I don't know how I feel about having to spray my cheese with water to get it to melt. I don't, I don't know about that, Mars. Are you vegan or vegetarian, Mars? Sweet potato pie is the most Midwestern thing you've heard this week. Oh, just wait, just wait. We've been having tornadoes here in the Midwest. Yeah, I'm not a Chicago style fan. It's too too much sauce. It's too saucy for me. Yum, cheese water. That's kind of what it's like. Let me just spray my pizza with water. Get out the squirt bottle before I pop it in the oven. I don't I don't know, man. I mean, I guess the water's going to evaporate it, and if it helps the cheese melt, you know, I guess I guess you do what you got to do if you're a vegan and you want your cheese to be melty. Pizza Nista in downtown LA has decent vegan pizza. Hmm, interesting. Pizza Hut's gotten better with their pizza. We have a couple of like local places around here, but I used to prefer Domino's to Pizza Hut. But Domino's has gone downhill again, and Pizza Hut's gotten better. They have a they have a tavern style chicken sausage pizza that's actually really low on calories and tastes really good. Sweet potato pie, Chris. Yeah. My brother's fiance made one at Thanksgiving. It was pretty tasty. You're vegetarian, but you prefer vegan cheese. What is wrong with you, Mars? You prefer vegan cheese. Ugh. Pizza Hut pan pizza. I just remember back when I was a kid, back in the 80s, if you read a certain number of books, you had your little book certificate thing that would get signed, and you could get a free personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut. It's how they encouraged us to read. They bribed us with food back in the 80s. That's why I'm fat. Food was my reward for Orsa and Winston's Pizza. I haven't heard of that. Hmm. One of our local grocery stores, Deerberg's, the one near me, they have an entire section in the store that is just like frozen pizzas. Just an entire section. It's huge. Dairy cheese tastes too weird. It's fatty and creamy. Well, yeah, that's why it tastes good. It's fatty and creamy. And you feel bad for the cows. I understand that. Back in my day, we walked uphill both ways. No, my ass wasn't. Well, when I was a kid, I was quite active, but no. That'd be in my mom's day when they had to walk uphill both ways. In my day, I had just had to walk down the road to the school bus. All right. Now that we've all decided that we're hungry for pizza, let's see what Amber Lynn has been eating. So we do have her video here titled Two Awful Days of Eating. What I Ate Today, episode 5. Oh, are we getting two what I ate today videos? Um, and only two awful days. You know, there's probably more than just two, but but these are the ones that she is showing us. So, hmm, I guess let's get into it. Well, because we know she goes out to bingo, right? With her mom, and that doesn't count. But I mean, not much you can do with the concession food. She said you aren't allowed to bring in any outside foods, so you're kind of stuck with what they have available there. I mean, chicken tenders would probably be the lesser of the evils, possibly. But still, they're going to be battered and fried. But in Canada, they have a pierogi pizza. That sounds tasty. Hmm. But if you do happen to be new here, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she'll speak a little too slowly for me. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, pierogi pizza sounds interesting. Something in my throat there. I'm a little phlegmy. A salad? What about a salad? Oh, you know what helps if I'm actually clicking over here to actually start it? Start. Oh, she's muted. My bad.
Hello, hello, welcome to another What I Ate Today video. So if you've never watched my What I Ate Today videos, just know I used to weigh 572.4 pounds. Everything I eat today is drastically better than what I eat on an off-track day or
So I love how she's like, I used to weigh 572 pounds. She weighed 572 pounds 5 years ago. She lost those 50 pounds since then, but she's been around the 520s for the last 3-ish years. So, you know, a salad. Could Amber get a salad? I would think if she could, a salad in the concession stand area there, the bingo place, probably isn't going to be very good. It might be a wedge of iceberg lettuce and maybe half a tomato. I don't know. No, she used to weigh 572, Fiona's mom. She's like 520-ish now. I forget the exact number. I think like 522, 523, because she was 517, and then she got cellulitis. So at her last, so at her last weigh-in, she had gained 5 pounds because of the cellulitis was making her retain water. So, 50 pounds is a pretty big difference, Lizzie R. I mean, 50 pounds from 572 to 522, it's, a good 8% of her body weight.
For a day where I literally do not care about weight loss. And yes, surprisingly, there are those days when I
Wait,
weigh
what was that?
572.4 pounds. Everything I eat today is drastically better than what I eat on an off-track day or a day where I literally do not care about weight loss. And yes, surprisingly, there are those days.
I know mentally there are going to be those days, and it's sad because at her size, she needs to be not thinking about it constantly, but she needs to make it a priority. It needs to be a goal. And having a day of, I don't care about weight loss today, and just eating like 5,000 calories isn't doing her any favors, especially how her body reacts to sodium and all these things. Need to go to the bingo hall. Somebody in here lives in Oklahoma. I can't remember who. Name starts with an S. They live they live in the same area that Amberlynn lives in. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name.
I'm counting all my calories on Noom. And by the way, I do have cellulitis. I am feeling kind of down today. I think the antibiotic is making me not feel the greatest. So today's What I Ate Today video is going to be kind of lame, but I'm still going to show you guys every single thing that I eat today, which is Thursday, because that is part of my YouTube schedule and I don't want to be a flop and be unsuccessful in that. Since I know today's video is going to be super short because I'm literally just going to be showing you what I'm eating. I'm not going to like have any extras to it. I'm also going to be filming
Oh, it's just 4 minutes. Oh, yeah.
tomorrow's food as well. So for my first meal, I am just having 2 of these beef and beans.
Oh, I don't have my chronometer open. Shit, give me a second. Hold on, guys. Reese lives in California. Chronometer. I've already tracked some things today, so let's go to tomorrow. And we're gonna throw this on breakfast for her. You know what? I totally forgot. It works better on my phone. My bad, sorry. Let's go to tomorrow. All right, we have these are El Monterey. Bean and green chili. Oh, I'm glad you got out of the hospital, Fiona's mom. I hope you have a safe trip to the airport. Why can I not see El Monterey green chili? There we go. Beef and bean green chili. Are these the XXL ones or are these regular size? It doesn't say XXL. So how many did she say she's gonna have?
green chili tomorrow because I'm literally just going to be showing you what I'm eating. I'm not gonna like have any extras to it. I'm
Mars, do you really think she's gonna make her own breakfast burritos?
also gonna be filming tomorrow's food as well. So for my first meal, I am just having 2 of these beef.
Two of those. You know what it says right there on the thing how many calories there are? Mine says 299. That says 290. Close enough.
And bean green chili burritos. I usually always have 2 at once. So this is actually the first time I've ever tried this exact flavor. I had 2 of them yesterday and they're genuinely so good. I usually just get the kind in the purple bag, but
Green chilies are pretty tasty in burritos. I always mix a can of green chilies in with like taco meat.
I realized I really like green chili. All right, so I have my burritos in the microwave and I'm just having a water with it. And after my burritos, because I want something sweet, I would be having 4 of
All right. Pepperidge Farm. Pepperidge. Oh, good Lord. It helps if I actually spelled it correctly. I keep trying to say Cheeseman instead of Chessman. Oh God. So 3 cookies is a serving. She's having 4, so this is going to be 1 1/3 of a serving. So we are sitting at with the if it's so 2 breakfast burritos and these cookies, we're at like I'm a little higher on calories for the burrito, so we're at about 750. If it's not a raw vegetable and some mustard, I know she hasn't made.
these butter cookies and 3 of them is a serving, but I only have 4 left, so I'm just gonna have all 4. So with my food, I will be taking my antibiotic. Alrighty, so my next meal, I made some pasta with some shredded chicken.
Hmm. Um. Okay. I don't know how much pasta that is. Macaroni noodles. Um. Looks like about 2 cups to me. We're just gonna throw in 2 cups. We're gonna throw in shredded chicken. I don't know where the shredded chicken came from. I don't know if it came out of a can. I don't know if it came from the store. But we're gonna say there's a cup of shredded chicken in there.
And I have some seasoning and some Parmesan cheese. All right, so here is my bowl of pasta, and I'm just gonna have 1 bowl. And with my pasta,
She says she had another bowl later, so I'm gonna say she ate the whole thing. That's gonna be my assumption.
I will be drinking a lemon lime
She may have had some left over.
Gatorade Zero, which I have recently discovered. This is one of my favorites.
So if it okay, so in this bowl,
Some pasta with some shredded
that is a lot
chicken,
of
and
pasta.
I have some seasoning and some Parmesan cheese. All right, so here.
That bowl is probably 2 cups. And she said she had another 2 cups later. Oh, that's a thicker pan than I thought it was. So we're gonna say she's having 4 cups of pasta. This is wildly guessing on my part, and we're gonna say there's just I don't know. We're gonna guess on the chicken.
Is my bowl of pasta, and I'm just gonna have 1 bowl. And with my pasta,
You had 1 bite, and you said your 1 bite was a lot. I think you might have a problem, Lizzie R.
I will be drinking a lemon lime Gatorade Zero, which I have recently discovered. This is one of my favorites. I ended up getting a large Diet Coke from Chick-fil-A, their 12-piece grilled nuggets. where I ate 9 of them, a small mac and cheese from Gatorade Zero, which I have recently discovered. This is one of my favorites. I ended up getting a large Diet Coke from Chick-fil-A, their 12-piece grilled nugget, where I ate 9 of them, a small mac and cheese.
All right. We're just going to say that she had 8 of grilled nuggets. Oh, here we go. I can pick nuggets. She had 9 of them, and at least she got the grilled nuggets. If you're going to get nuggets at Chick-fil-A, the grilled ones are a good way to go. This is something that I will order for dinner once in a blue moon is Chick-fil-A's grilled nuggets and a mac and cheese, and I'll mix it together. Um, if I order breakfast from there, because damn, I hate to say it, but Chick-fil-A's breakfast burritos are so freaking good. Um, I'll get the grilled nuggets in the breakfast burritos or do a breakfast bowl. Um, the lunch, the lunch with the pasta and chicken is going to be a crapshoot for me because I don't know how much she really had. It's hard to tell.
Because this mac and cheese is super rich. Like, I might be
The mac and cheese is really good from Chick-fil-A.
fat, but it's even too rich for me. And I also got a chocolate chip cookie.
You can season veggies. Oh, chocolate chip cookie. Chick-fil-A cookie. Chocolate chunk cookie. That one cookie is 370 frickin' calories. Well, you didn't say you had a 16-ounce ribeye before you had the pasta, Lizzie R. Now, did you?
So I want to drink 3 water bottles in a day. This is my second one. Forgot to show you guys that, but here is my third one. Also wanted to show you guys all the liquid that I put in my body. So that's the end of today because I don't plan on eating anything else for the night. I did just take my second antibiotic for the night because it's 2 a day. So I take them at the same time every single day, AM and PM. But anyways, I'm gonna go and I will see you guys for tomorrow's day of eating.
All right, so here's what we have for today. This was my guess for what she ate. So we're looking at, she didn't have a single vegetable. um, there were some, some green chilies in the beef and bean burrito. So ignore these numbers; these are for me. um, breakfast, her 2 burritos and the butter cookies, about 760. It's more like 750. My best guess for those 2 bowls of noodles with chicken is about 1,077. Yeah, she does look and sound really drained, which is probably why there wasn't a lot of effort put into the meals today. I'm just gonna heat up these burritos. I'm just gonna boil some noodles, and then whenever dinner came, she's just like, I'm just gonna order Chick-fil-A. It's a root vegetable, Lizzie R. It is a starch. It is both. And then dinner wouldn't have been too bad, but then she threw that cookie in there. So, looking at what I can tell, possibly we're looking at 2,600 calories for this day. Um, for the macros, she got 120, this is my guess, about 120 grams of protein, 333 grams of carbs, 85 grams of fat, or yeah, grams of fat. Um, if we look down here, the fiber, she didn't really get that much fiber. The sodium is going to be a lot, 3,000 milligrams of sodium. Um, not a lot on some of these other like fats, but fat doesn't make you fat. That was a myth from the 80s. But a lot of carbs, and a lot of sodium, which those two things combined with her medical conditions are going to uh, make her retain a lot of water. Yes, sigh, I don't watch movies. I figured she was quoting something with the butter is butter a carb because she put quotes around it. So butter's a fat, actually. So this day of eating, calorie wise, I could be off because again, I couldn't really tell how much pasta she had or how much chicken she had. But we're looking around like 2,600 at least on the calories for that. But where it's going to get her is going to be she probably didn't move a lot this day because she wasn't feeling great. So it's just going to be whatever her body just burns, just surviving, and a lot of carbs and a lot of sodium. That's going to not be helped by her medical conditions. Again, she isn't feeling great because she does have cellulitis, so it was a very lazy day of eating. And we can tell that it wasn't great here.
All right, you guys, welcome to the next day. I'm going to be showing you everything I eat today, but I'm just going to do a voiceover. Hope you enjoy. So for today,
We may not, but looks like we're having more burritos.
I had 2 more of these burritos.
Okay, so breakfast we are having 2 more of these. When I look up these things for Amberlynn, these always appear in my food things. Now, like, oh, you want some of this? No, no, I do not.
I think they're super tasty. They're pretty small, but they're decent size. It satisfies.
No, cellulitis is an infection. Cellulitis is a bacterial infection of skin.
Me. Also have my first water here. And before I went out, I had a lime lemon Gatorade, which is a favorite. Had another water bottle with my antibiotic. And then I had a Diet Coke. And then I got
I'm not bothering putting in these liquids.
a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger doesn't look too bad. But this is let's see what she says about this.
With some sidewinders, and I had just the tiniest bit of ranch.
Sure you did. Sure you had the tiniest bit of ranch. Yeah, I don't believe that. It's a cheeseburger. I don't even know who to put in for it. We're just gonna type in cheeseburger. Cheeseburger on a bun. Looks like mustard on there. Here we go. We'll go with this. I just found one in here where it's about 450 calories. And sidewinders, these are just going to be potato wedges. And whenever I tried to swipe that, it came out as Pay Stub Wednesday. Yeah, potato wedges. Um, Potato wedges. We're gonna say Walmart potato wedges, close enough. And oh my God, no, let's do a different one. Mm, we'll do this one. There's probably more. We're gonna say 1.5 servings because we know they're not doing just one serving. Um, let's see. We'll do ranch dressing. We'll do Hidden Valley. We'll say let's give Amberlynn the benefit of the doubt and just say she had 1 tablespoon because she said the tiniest bit. Uh, I think I'm off on those potatoes, but I just can't tell how many's there.
Because as you guys know, I'm what is a gry? A dry girl. And then I came home and had king size almond joy.
Yeah. Um, Almond Joy candy bar. It's already there for us. So this Almond Joy candy bar, according to my app here, has as many calories as that cheeseburger.
Because I have a massive sweet tooth. I have drank
We know you do. It's why you need to go to the dentist.
3 water bottles both yesterday and today. All right, you guys, so it is time for food for thought.
Before we get into that, so if that's all she had on that day, potato wedges do sound good. Dainty ranch. The beef green chili burritos. We're looking at about 590 on the calories for that. Just what I found for the cheeseburger, about 450. The potato wedges, I just don't know. A little bit of ranch, and then the candy bar. We're looking at, we'll say around 1800 calories. Um, Not great on protein. Not a lot of protein, but a lot of carbs and a lot of fat. Need to get that protein up, Amber. Let's get that fiber up too, and get that sodium down because we're back to. So a lot of the sodium issue is coming from like processed foods aren't the enemy. Processed foods aren't horrible, but that's all she's eating. And there's going to be a lot of sodium in those. Which again, the sodium and the carbs for her medical conditions aren't doing her any favors.
If you had to improve one thing about today's food intake, what would it be? So the last 2 days, I think I would just change the things that I was eating. I am allowing moderation.
Well, what would I change? Everything. uh,
What would it be? So the last 2 days, I think I would just change the things that I was eating. I am allowing moderation, so I am
I love how she's just like, I would just change the things I'm eating, which she's making it just sound like, oh, I would just change this. But she's basically saying she would completely change whatever she was eating that day.
allowed to eat those things, but I wish I would have ate more healthy choices with
Would have eaten healthier choices.
that I was eating. I am allowing moderation, so I am allowed to eat those things, but I wish I would have ate more healthy choices with it. Was there a moment today that you were about to fall off track, but you stopped yourself?
Yeah, so we saw some potatoes, we saw a little bit of lettuce on the cheeseburger, but everything in those meals was pretty much carbs. Just carbs on carbs both days, which again, carbs aren't the enemy. Your body needs carbs to survive and function, but that's all it was. Like there was some protein and of course some fats, but like it was it was carb city there today. The only vegetables she had were the green chilies and those beef and bean burritos and the lettuce on that cheeseburger. I mean, I guess if you want to count the coconut and the almond joy as a fruit, I mean, um, Yeah, I would say this next week we're going to probably see an increase in her weight if this is how she's been eating this week because she's not going to be able to sustain weight loss eating these things that she's eating. I would love to see her get a nutritionist, dietitian. Please get a dietitian, Amber.
These last 2 days have been weird for me because I have definitely stayed under the 3,400 a lot of.
Yeah, you've been under that 3,400, which is fabulous. You know, we've seen people lose weight just eating Twinkies because they're in a caloric deficit. So you can lose weight eating those things, but with her body, with again the lipedema and the lymphedema, she's going to be retaining a lot more fluid, and it's going to reflect it on the scale.
Calories, but I haven't been making the best choices. So I don't know if I should even consider it on track 100%. Was I staying under my calorie goal? Yes, but I wasn't making good choices. But to answer the question, yeah, there were several times where I wanted to stop counting calories. Do you consider today a successful day for you? No one else, just you. Why or why not? I was successful in counting my calories, but I was not successful in the foods that I chose. 50-50 is not as good as 80-20, but I counted calories, so there's a victory. I didn't do great though. So I'm gonna say overall, no, I wasn't successful. I am gonna end this video. I know it was kind of lame. I'm a little low energy, but that's gonna happen. Hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Well, she is sick, so I can't blame her for being a little low energy. So yeah, moderation where, well, Mars, she only had a tiny bit of ranch dressing because she's a dry girl. Um, yeah, I mean, we all know that Amberlynn doesn't like to cook. You can get healthier pre-made meals like the Amy's meals and some other ones. Uh, Factor, she could order Factor again. Or like I said before, like last video, she could have Mama Lynn come over and they could meal prep together. I know Amberlynn doesn't like leftovers, but think of it as making your own microwave meal for later. You're okay with having an Amy's meal. Just look at it as an Amy's meal that you've made yourself. Um, yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to tell her. The thing is with Amberlynn, I don't think attacking her or being being rude or mean about what she's eating is going to be productive for her or help her in any way. Um, I don't think that kind of response to Amberlynn never works for her because she sees it as an attack, as a personal attack, and then she just won't listen. She just shuts down. Um, so I try to come at it from a positive aspect, but she could have chosen some different foods. I understand she wasn't feeling very well. I know when I don't feel well, I don't want to fucking cook. But this is where having some meal prep done or having some healthier microwave meals on hand could come in handy for Amberlynn. But um yeah, we'll see what the scale says this next week. I mean, I understand the feeling of, you know, doing the best you can and not seeing any movement on the scales. I'm there right now, but and it gets to be frustrating. It really does. But for Amberlynn being the size that she is, if she's eating 2,500 calories every day, she should be losing weight at her size. Um, and she could be, but we could be seeing the scale not moving because of water retention, because of the insane amounts of sodium and carbs that she's eating, because her body is going to want to retain fluid from having that. So, I don't know. This is going to be a short video today. I might actually get to play some Stardew Valley later tonight. So be sure to join me for that if I get it scheduled. But I think I am going to go to the store. I'm going to make my shopping list so I don't forget my frickin' K cups again. I think I'm going to make a little homemade pizza for dinner tonight. I do have a bowl of soup in the fridge to heat up still, but I think I want some pizza, so we're just going to make my own. But I hope you all have, uh, I guess you all, I hope you all have a wonderful day. This was a short one, and I'm okay with that. And I don't think Amberlynn uploads on Sundays, but yeah, thank you all for spending a little bit of your day with me. I know you all have things to do, I'm sure. It's nice weather in most areas. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have fun, be safe, all that jazzy jazz. Chris, let me know in Discord if you find those chocolate chips at your Walmart. But yeah, just thank you all so much for spending time with me and watching what Amberlynn eats. And until next time, be safe and take care.